Okay. All right. So we're going to start standing. So we're going to be doing a series of squats and a series of planks, and I'm going to alternate between legs and arms. First of all, I can only see Rania. So Rania, can you hear me well? Okay, perfect. Okay, I have my AirPods today. All right. So let's start with the feet hip width apart, the toes facing forward. Then make sure that you anchor your big toe, your pinky toe, and then that you're anchored on the back of your heel on the outer and inner heel, okay? But I need you to make sure that your big toe is anchored on the ground. To activate the glutes. Bend your knees a little bit and open them wide. And then we're going to do a few pelvic tilts. So you're going to breathe out, scoop and tuck the pelvis. Make sure you're muted if you're coming into the meeting now. Breathe in, push the pelvis back. Okay? So the same thing that we do laying down, you're going to breathe out, scoop the belly, tuck the tailbone without squeezing the butt, lifting the pubic bone up through the abdominals and the pelvis tilt. Okay? If I'm going to squeeze my butt, it looks more like this. I don't want to squeeze it. I want to tilt the pelvis through the abdominals, pubic bone closer to belly button. Breathe in, lengthen the tailbone and the pubic bone, arch the back and tilt it back. So I'm reaching towards this chair back here. Breathe out, scoop and tilt. Breathe in, lengthen and arch. And keep moving just that pelvis forward and back. So I'm rounding my lumbar, my low back, and then I'm arching, rounding, scooping the abdominals to round, engaging the low back muscles to arch. So my knees are bent so I can move the pelvis easily. If my legs are straight, I actually cannot move it. Okay, so it gives you more mobility. So keep breathing out to scoop and lift, breathing in to arch and send it back. Okay, now between this and the tuck, find a neutral. So you're gonna feel that the abdominals are gently working, feel that the back muscles are really lengthening, the tailbone is reaching straight back right behind your heel, and the pubic bone is a little bit closer to the belly button. Now, if you can straighten the leg and keep this, it's amazing. So you're gonna feel a lot more work. Watch that the ribs don't pop forward, and look what happens to my back. Push the ribs back, lengthen the tailbone down, lift the abdomen. So look at my back. Okay, if you want to look at your own screen, make sure that you're not like this, you're not like this. So the pubic bone is not down and the chest and ribs are not up. Okay, now let's do our breathing here. So if you still need to keep your knees bent to breathe because you haven't been able to find this, that's fine. If you can straighten and keep it, you have to work much harder. Breathe into the back side and front of the ribs, expanding the rib cage without moving the pelvis or the low back. Breathe out. Close the abdominals, lift. So now we're going to be working towards the lower abdominals. You're going to breathe in, back, side, and front of ribs. Expand like an umbrella opening. Breathe out from the pubic bone and belly button. Scoop the abdominals, lift, and then hug your ribs. So there's a scooping, a lifting, and a hugging. Keep going. Breathe into the ribs. Breathe out from here. Hug. Breathe in. Make sure the back is going, this breath is going to the back as well. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, you can see my pelvis moving. It's just from my breath. It's not my butt squeezing. Okay. Now, if you can straighten the legs, fantastic. Keep that neutral. Abdominals lifting, tailbone lengthening. We're going to lift heels up. So you're going to breathe in, lift the heels up. and then roll down. Now, if you have the core engaged and the pelvis and the ribs in that neutral position, when you lift, pull through the inner thigh and pelvic floor, you should be quite balanced. You should not fall. But if your butt's sticking back, your ribs are sticking forward, when you go up, you're gonna be out of alignment and you're gonna fall. Okay, so Bana, a little bit more of a tilt, abs tighter. You're still like this forward. Press into your big toe, lift the inner thigh. So it's really from the arch of the foot up the inner thighs, pelvic floor, all of this is lifting. Push into your big toe. Make sure you're not rolling to the outer toes, yeah? So you shouldn't look like this. From the big toe. So we're doing 10. If you've got it, just keep going. Lift from the arches of the feet. So the bones of the inside of your heels, lift them. Inner thigh, pelvic floor, lift your lower abdominals, pubic bone, up through the crown of the head, lower with control if you can. Don't collapse, okay? Keep going. Breathe out to lift if that's easier. Breathe in, stay growing tall as you come down. Breathe out to lift. I hope that little guy back there is not too distracting. And down. Okay? Up. So lift through that deep core as you go up. Try to go straight up and straight down and not forward. And straight down. Good. So give me 3 to 4 more. Let me check you guys. Lift that core with you, okay? Your core is lifting with you. Good. Oops. Very nice. So bring it down and let's roll your feet. So just roll about 5 to 6 times. Again, so you can put your hand on the wall and just roll 3, 5 times, whatever you want, each direction. Shake it up. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Okay, hold on to something or just use the balance of your leg. You can always bend that knee and then rotate the other direction. Nice, shake it off. Good. Okay, so let's do our knee bends. Looks like I can come a little closer. Feet parallel, again, hip width is fine, don't go wider, okay? So I need you to be in this alignment of the hip. Or if you think of your heels under your sit bones as well. You're gonna imagine that your back is against the wall. So find that neutral again. Lift the abdominals, lengthen the tailbone without squeezing the butt too much. You're gonna bend the knees and you're gonna imagine that you're sitting straight down. So don't push your butt forward. Keep your butt back here and just bend. So you should be flexing at the ankle, at the knee, and at the hip only. And then press into your heels and big toes, straighten, lift the abdominals. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so imagine if my back is against this wall here. Okay, I still have my neutral curves. I'm not flat, but as I go down and up, I'm not changing. My pelvis doesn't go forward, it just glides on that wall. I press into the heel, I come up. I glide on the wall, bend at the ankles, and I want you guys to watch this because I can't see all of you. Press into the big toe and outer heel. When you bend the knee, squeeze your butt and try to open the knees, but keep the weight on the big toe. So let's stay down here for a second. Press into your big toe. Now try from your hip to open the knees out. Press into the big toe and open the hips out. Now push back up. Come down. Keep squeezing the hips to keep the legs opening, but keep the big toe anchored so you're not rolling this way. You're rolling too much, Rania. Okay, I don't want you to do this. So your big toe should be anchored and you're just rotating from the hip, not the knee joint. You're squeezing the hip to open the knee better. Press into the heel, come up, tuck your pelvis. Come straight down. Keep the knees tracking on your pinky toes. Press into the heels as you come up, tuck your pelvis. Now you can use your glutes more. And bend. Let's do 5 faster. Press, tuck, bend, breathe. Breathe out, press into the heel, tuck. Watch your knees for me, yeah? Make sure they're tracking towards your pinky toe, but the big toe is anchored. 2, tuck that pelvis at the end, feel the butt, and last one. Okay? Everybody kind of froze for me. All right. We're gonna go up on the, okay, you move up on the toes, down, knee bend, up on toe, okay? Now I'm gonna leave the tempo up to you. If you're feeling really anchored, then try to speed it a little bit, okay? With control. If you're not in control, go up, go down, find your alignment, okay? So the tempo is entirely up to you. When you feel in control, not that you're falling, then you try, hold at the top, down, hold at the bottom, up, hold at the top. Okay, so this will be a nice tempo. The more you feel your muscles are engaging, the faster you can let your tempo be. Breathe in or out wherever you want. Let's do the last 2. Your tempo with control. Most important thing is to be in control. Shake your legs when you're done. Finish your 10 to 12. Very nice, everyone. Good. And again, roll. Do 3 to 4 each direction. Okay, we're still just warming up. Good. And then let's roll the hips a little bit. In and out. Okay, knee in, rotate out. Knee in, rotate out. So you're drawing a big circle. In and out. In and out. And try not to rotate the body. So your body is not rotating with the leg. The body still, it's the leg inside the hip joints only. In and out. And then let's change direction. Out and in. Out and in. Okay? And exaggerate. Sorry, I rotated. The knee goes back in. So imagine you have a cup of tea. You're bringing it all the way across the body and down. Cup of tea all the way in and down. The more you can bring it in, the better. Good. So do one more to each side. Do you have any clicking going on? Click, 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 click. Okay, very nice. All right, so we've got the bending, we've got the footwork. Let's go a little bit wider and let's start doing a bit more squatty from the hip. Okay, so before we go down, all I want you to do is bend the knee a little bit and just push the pelvis back and tuck your pelvis, come up without bending the knee yet, okay? But soft knees, and see the wall back there? Look how far away it is from me. I actually want to reach my butt because I want to touch it, and then I'm going to push my butt back in. Reach the pelvis back, tap, bring it back in. Now, keep going. Give me 5 more. Reach, abs tight, ribs lifted. So we're not pushing the butt to the ceiling. I'm keeping my neutral. I'm reaching back and down, tuck back in. Keep the abdominals and the ribs engaged. Push and tuck. So it's not about bringing the torso down. It's about pushing. So bring your hand here in your hip and you push the hip back. Push, 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 push. Okay, that's the movement. There you go. So it's not bringing my shoulder down. See how it barely came out of place? My shoulder stays and my hip goes. I can almost fall. So when you push the hip back, your toes should be super light. Look, woo! That's the movement. Lift the abdominals, push back. Yeah, so a lot of times I put my hand here to make sure I'm hinging at the hip, not dropping my chest down. Okay, now let's keep doing that. I'm still in parallel. And let's push the pelvis back. Keep your shoulders here. Look straight ahead. Open the chest without arching. And now keep pushing the hip back and bending the knee. Push the hip back. Look at my toes, nice and loose. Push, push. How far can we go? Bend a little more. Neutral. Press into the heel. Squeeze the butt. Tuck to come in. Okay? Lift the abdominals. Breathe out. Hinge. Hinge, keep bending the knees, hinge, toes loose. How far can I go hinging and looking up? Press into the heels, scoop up. Now you have to make sure your abs are tight. Otherwise, when you do this, you're gonna start dropping the low back. Don't drop it, okay? Let's go. So let's try to do about 8 to 10 nonstop. And hinge at the hip, lift the abdominals, hinge at the hip, hinge, bending the knees, keeping the chest up. So I'm not dropping, press into the heel, come up. Dina, go only as far as you can. And if you want to just do the hip hinges, do those. Okay? And go 2. Lift the abdominals, press into the heel, come up. 3, breathe out, press into the heels, come up. 4, keep opening the knees so we're not collapsing. Remember, pressing from here. 5, open the knees, press the big toe, hinge. So you should all be looking at me. Look at me. 6, look at me. Yes, chest forward. 7, you don't have to work at my pace. Press into the heel, come up. 8, abs, 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 abs. Press into the heel, come up. 9, come on, come on, come on. Open the legs. 10. And up, shake the legs up. Good job. I'm sweating. So if you have something to lean on, let's get a quick stretch. Okay, so the nice thing here too is tuck the pelvis and bring the knee. If you can't, or just keep it here. If you can, you keep pulling the leg back, but the pelvis stays tucked. Oh, I'm very tight. Who's been sitting on a desk all day? And then do the other leg, okay? So wherever you can, tuck the pelvis and then you pull the leg back. Very quick, just to release. Are we okay? Everybody's okay? All right. Good. Okay, so let's go second position a little bit wider, not too much. I'm not going too wide. Now we're wider than hips. See here? I'm not here. I'm just wider than hips. So if I'm looking at my outer hip and I go straight down, that's where my heels are. Outer hip to the inside of my heel. Then your feet are rotated just a little bit, not 45 degrees, not over rotated, open just a little bit, okay? Press into the big toe and move your weight to the outer heel. Now we're gonna bend here, press into the heels, tuck your pelvis and come up, okay? So again, not leaning forward, bend. Now stay here, okay? Stay here with the knee bent. Look at your knees. Is your knee in alignment with your third toe? Is it? If not, press into your outer heel and rotate the knee out more. You're gonna feel work right here. But keep the big toe anchored, press, open. Stay here. Again, open. And 2, squeeze. Stay down here. 4, squeeze. 5, open up the thigh. 6, rotate more. 7, press into the outer heel and big toe. 8, 9, rotate more. 10, your butt should be on fire. Come up. Okay, so it's this to keep the knee tracking with the feet. Now we're gonna go up and down for 10. Keep the position. Lift the abdominals, send the tailbone down, press into the big toe. Now rotate and open your knees to align with your third toe. Push into the heel, come up. Good. and go. 2, open, open, open this, and press, come up. 3, open, use your hands if you need to, pull. 4, open those knees, keep the big toe anchored. 5, look at my knee open, not collapsing in, up. 6, you don't have to go very low. 7, good, big toe anchored and knee. 9, challenge it a little bit, and 10, come up, legs. Can you guys see me? Okay. I don't know why I'm losing connection with you guys. Okay, so let's add the hinge. So keep the legs open and you're gonna hinge back, okay? So now we're gonna hinge bending the knees. Same thing that we did with the legs parallel, but we're staying in that second position. You're gonna hinge, hinge, bend the knee, hinge, tuck and come up. Hinge, bend the knees a little more. I'm not gonna spend as much time hinging here. Tuck and come up. Chest forward, everybody should be looking at me. Lift the abdominal, push the ribs up and abs, abs, open, 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 in line with second toe. Everybody look up at me, look up, abs tight, press into the heel, come up, tuck the pelvis. Okay, and go. 3, open, abs lifted, tight abs, open those legs, press into the heel, come up. 4, press and lift. 5, hip hinge, open, 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 pressing up. 6, your butts and your legs should be on fire. 7, abs, 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 don't drop, abs, lengthen, press, come up. 8, core. 9, open those legs, it looks really good. And 10, very nice. Okay, we're gonna stay down and we're gonna pulse, so psychologically preparing you. Come down into your squat. What I want you to think is you're gonna bring your sit bones together, okay? So 5, lift your abdominals and go 1, 2, just squeeze the sit bones. 3, from here. 4, pull the inner thigh. 5, 6, abs really working. 7, open the knees. 9, 10, we're not done. Stay down, tiny pulses. 1, 2, 4, 5, faster. 6, 7, 9, 10. Good job. Shake it up. Nice, Dina. Stay there. Very good. Very, very nice. So if you have something to lean on, okay, you can cross the leg, hold on to a wall, and sit back to get a nice stretch here. Yeah? So hold on to something, a wall, a chair, and you have your leg crossed. This side doesn't work as well, and you're sitting back to get a quick stretch. Do both sides, do 3 to 4 breaths just to release the glutes a little bit. Okay. Let's go down. Before we go down, I want to do some wrist warming up to make sure that we're okay to be on all fours. So we're going to do our shooting stars, okay? We're going to go for 100. So arms in front of you, lengthen, reach, activate the whole arm, and we're gonna go make a fist. The strongest fist you can, strongest fist, and we're gonna do quick shooting stars, okay? Try to always return to a strong fist. Go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 5, 30. 40, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Keep reaching. 60. This is where it burns. 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 30 more. 5, 80. Keep going. Explode. 90. Explode. Extend those fingers. And 100. Woo-hoo. Stretch. Fingers down. Pull, reach. Don't go too far, okay? And then fingers up, reach from the whole bottom of the arm and pull fingers back. And do the other arm, fingers down, pull, reach the top of the arm forward. And then switch, bottom of the arm forward. And release. So for those of you with any wrist issues, have a couple of blocks ready or anything that's high to go on your elbow. We're going to be doing some scapular work, and then we're going to be doing some opposite arm leg. Otherwise, if you're okay with your arms being down, we're going to roll down to get into position, okay? You may also use the roller to put your forearms on it if you want. So standing tall, we're going to roll down, chin to chest, scoop and lift the abdominals. You're going to bring your hands to the floor, bend the knees if you need to. Then you're going to walk halfway forward and bring your knees down. Okay? So if you need your elbows to be on something, you have 2 blocks on each side, or you can put the roller under your arm. Okay? And we're going to do a little bit of breathing. So you're going to breathe into the belly. Breathe in, drop the belly. Breathe out, scoop the abdominals up. Okay? So the body doesn't move. All your fingers, spread them into the mat and press your knuckles and the middle of the fingers into the mat. Now press into your index finger and thumb to really stabilize. Now watch this. Push your arm away. Push into the ground and lift your chest to the ceiling and drop. Push and drop. Keep your neutral. We already breathe and pull the abdominal in. Now your shoulders and your scapulars, I don't know if you guys can see me, but you're gonna drop the chest and the shoulders pulls away from the ears and your scapula squeeze. I'm gonna drop my head so you can see. Press into the ground, open up the shoulders and the scapulas hug the ribs, okay? So we're doing this, but do keep the shoulders away from the ears. It's the same thing with the roller. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so with the roller, if you're here, you're gonna do your sternum drop from this position. You're still pulling the scapula down and up, okay? That's it, Dina. Keep the shoulders away from your ears, please. And the movement is only here. This is the movement. It's not on the spine. It's just on your shoulder blade. You're doing this and this with the shoulder blade. That's it, but in this position. So the shoulder blades squeeze in the middle of the back, and then you open and bring them to your armpit. Lift your abdominals. Good, keep going. Nice. Now, push and hold. Push and hold. Good. Stay in this position, even if you have the roller. Keep your abdominals engaged. Lift one arm up, drop. Lift the other arm. Now, when you're lifting the arm, did you lose the scapula? If you did, press and hold. So as you lift the arms up, the shoulder on the opposite side cannot be lost, so you're still pushing, you're just lifting the arm. You cannot lose the abdominals, and you cannot shift the pelvis. So Bana, here, lift your ribs up, lift your belly button up. That's it. Now keep it. Push yourself away from the floor. Push. Look, push, push, push. Keep pushing. Lift one arm, bring it down. Push yourself away from the floor. So if you're on the roller, it's the same, yeah? Press into the roller, lift one arm up, press the other arm. So I want that scapula right here. Nice. So when you're done with 10, stretch back. If your wrists are tired, just rotate your arms to the ceiling and make a fist. Roll it in and out. Oh, it muted me. Okay, yeah, it muted me. Hmm. Okay, all right, let's try again. Sorry, I don't know why the connection is so bad. Okay, so let's try with the arms straight. Okay, Dina, you okay? Okay, okay. Um, so, okay, all right. So we're gonna do opposite arm and leg reach if you need to. So watch, yeah. So you can do with the legs slightly more out, yeah. So Dina, instead of doing the arm part, you can do the leg part. So you can stay stable on the upper body and get the legs off the ground. Okay, so let's go. Now straight arm up and down, straight arm up and down without changing the position. Lift the back of your neck more, Rania. Yeah, yes, more, even more. Like you want to push the back of your head to the ceiling. Yes, try not to round the back too much. Bana, look down at the floor. Look down at the floor. Good. Look here, Bana. Bana. Here, your ribs push to the ceiling. Belly, lower abdominals to the ceiling. Push to the ceiling. You collapse like this. Push up. Core. Active. Yes. Okay. Now, for those of you who have done 6 arms, you're going to reach the leg. Try to float the leg up and down without changing the position of the back. Reach the leg. Lift the abdominals. As the leg goes up, so does the abs. So there's no arching. Reach the leg. Dina, you can just do leg up and down. Bring it down. Last one, reach, up, down. Okay, we're gonna alternate. So right arm, left leg, reach on the floor, touch. Keep your head up, keep your abdominals up, and float the arm and the leg without shifting the body. Don't arch the back and down. Okay, I don't want you to think of the body of the arms coming up. They're floating forward and back, and they're going up because they're floating forward and back, and then you come down and you don't change the position of the body. So it's not this, yeah? Nothing should change in your back. So reach here first, keep reaching the arm forward and the leg back, forward and back. Push into the arm that's on the floor, push into the knee that's on the floor. Only go as high as you don't lose balance. Bring it down, reach. Lift the abdominals first. Now keep reaching the arms forward and the leg back. So on this side, I can only go this high. It's not as high as the other side, otherwise I lose, yeah, control. Again, last one on each side. Tuck the pelvis. Lift the core. Press into the hand on the floor. Press into the knee on the floor. Don't lose balance. Last one. Good. Toes together, knees apart. Stretch back. Good. And if you need to release the wrist, round the wrists here. Okay, we're gonna come back up. So, curl your toes. Come into the slow squat position. Hands on the ground if you can. Push your legs up. Bend the knee a little bit. Roll up from the pelvis. Roll the shoulders and up we go. All right, we're gonna go back into our squat. So I'm gonna do 2 sets of narrow, wide, and then I'm gonna add the heel lifts on these as well, okay? All right, so it's gonna be a little bit tough on the legs. Do what you can, bend as much as you need to. You don't have to go all the way down. Whatever your knee is happy to do today, okay? Back into parallel position. You can go a little wider if you need to. Toes forward, big toe pressing, outer heel pressing. Abs lifting, tailbone back and hinge the pelvis back. Bend the knee opening, bend opening. Look at me. So you can't go very far. Press into the heel, squeeze the butt. Tuck the pelvis when you come up, okay? I'm gonna go faster. And 2, press, squeeze. Keep your neutral, lift the abdominals. 3, press and lift. 4, go at your pace. Dina, toes facing forward. 5, your toes are rotated out, Dina. 6, rotate the legs out, not the toes, yes. 7, unless it bothers your knee. Don't lower the chest, hinge back. Dania, hinge back, look up. Hinge back, look up. Yes, don't lower from here. It's from here, hinge. Nice, and 10. Good, stay here. Heel raises, go 1. 2, keep that core. From the arch of the foot, inner thigh, lift, lower. 3, big toe. 4, core working. 5, from that inner thigh. 6, 7, 8, 9, good. Keep lifting abdominals. 10, stay. Open 1, open 2, open 3. Okay? Squat. Press into big toe. Rotate to the outer, to the tiny toe. Open. Okay? Leaning forward. Press into the heel, come up. Open, 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 big toe anchored. Lift the abdominals, chest forward. Press and lift, tuck. Okay, Dania, your knees are coming too far forward. You're not hinging back. Start with the hinge. Sit back in your couch. Sit back in your couch. Sit back in the couch. No, your knees are coming forward. So I want to imagine your knees are not moving too much. They're going to move just to the middle of the foot. The rest of the movement is pelvis back. And press and lift. Chest up. And go. 3. Don't do this. 4, chest up. Arch your back. Squeeze the scapulas a little bit. 5, squeeze the scapula. Chest up. 6. No, don't tuck. 7, hinge. 8, bend the knees. Good, that's better. 9, abs. 10, stay here. Heels up. This is a little harder. So lift, keep pushing into your big toe. Lift the abdominal, tuck the tailbone a little bit. 2, 3, keep the weight on that big toe. 4, core, 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 core. 5, are you hugging this? 6, 7, if the wide is too hard, bring it closer. 8, lift from the inner thigh. 9, I lost my neutral, I lost my balance. 10, very good. Close the feet again. Let's go down. Hold it here. So don't go too low if you don't want to. Lengthen the tailbone back, lift the abdominal, chest slightly up, and pulse. Bring your sit bones together. 1, 2, think of squeezing the butt. 3, 4, keep your knees open. 5, 6, squeeze the butt. 7, 8, 9, squeeze. 10, stay here. Go lower, tiny pulses. Go 1, 2, open the chest, lift the abdominals. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, come up. Open. 1, 2, 3, come down. Big toe, push. Open the legs, lift the abdominals, butt reaches back, chest reaches forward, squeeze the sit bone, goes 1, 2. You should feel in the back of the butt more. 4, 5, 6, 8. Bring the sit bones together. 9, 10. Come down. Tiny pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's upwards. Upwards, Vanya, not downwards. Up. 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's not my knees are going forward. It's my butt is going up. The movement is upwards from the butt, not downwards and forwards from the knees. Very different, okay? Release. Back on the floor for plank. So we're gonna roll back down and we're going to do shoulder taps, okay? You can do it from the elbow, full plank, or on your knee. So let's roll down, chin to chest, bend the knee if you need to, walk forward into a full plank if you're ready, or on your knees, here, or on your elbows, okay? Now from here, keep the stability of the body. This is going to be your hardest one. Without shifting the body, you're gonna take one hand off the floor and tap your shoulder, okay? Now, what I want you to do is not this. You're just gonna feel the stability, open your legs a little wider, tap, tap. So start with the knee down, maybe further out, and see if you can do it with the knee down. Hands are a little closer together, legs can be a little bit wider. Okay, so push, lift the abdominals, go into a full plank, knee down or knee under pelvis. Definitely you can do it on your elbow down here. You can do it on the floor, Dina. Okay, and you can tap the shoulder from down here. But you're gonna try to keep the pelvis from shifting. So open the legs wider, elbows wide, and try to lift the arm off the ground without shifting the body. That's the challenge. And you're gonna go for 10 of those. Good job, ladies. Try not to shift, Bana. Try not to shift. Look, no shifting, no shifting. So stay still, squeeze your butt, lift your abdominals, lift one arm up. Stay still, squeeze the butt, lift the abdominals, other arm. Tuck your pelvis a little bit, yeah? Tuck the pelvis a little bit. Push the floor a little bit more and try to hold that position and do 10, okay? Or less. When you're done, roll the shoulder or the elbows out, the wrists. Roll those wrists. Good. Now, back down. For those of you who were on your arms, go on your elbows. If you're already on the elbows, continue on the elbows. You can clasp your hand and elbows are gonna be as wide as your shoulders here, okay? Press into the ground. Again, you can be on your knees here, you can be on your knees here, or you can be on a full plank. Lift the abdominals. Press into your elbows so your scapula is round. Now we're going to lift the leg. Okay, so reach the leg back without moving anything in the body. So when you lift the leg, don't drop the low back, don't rotate the pelvis. It's not very high. Breathe out, lift, float, and down. 2, and down. Keep pushing into the elbows. 3, lift the abdominals. 4, reach back, then lift. Don't bend the knee. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Knees down, toes together. Push yourself back into child's pose and relax. Breathe into your back. Press down. If you want to stretch your chest more, walk your hands forward, butt to the ceiling. Press chest down. Be careful here that it doesn't bother your shoulder. So make sure you're rotating the shoulder wide, armpit to you, and then you press down. Don't press down and your shoulders are like this, wide. Rotate this in and then you push down. We did legs up, Dina, if you want to. Alternating. All right. Whoops, I forgot. From here. So we always want to learn how to get up from down here, right? Curl the toes, push yourself up, knees up, bring the heels down. You can straighten the legs and then keep the knees bent, roll up. Very nice. And we're going to go, last leg exercise is going to be our lunges, okay? So Dina, you can continue doing both legs. You don't have to do lunge, okay? If you want to do lunge, you're going to keep those legs still. You're going to bend a little bit and push up. But I don't know how the difference will do. Otherwise, just stay here, okay? And you can use it. You also work with a ball between your legs if you'd like, depending on the size of the ball you have. Okay. Yeah, Dina, you can do that if that helps you. All right, so the lunge. We're gonna step one leg back. Let's keep, you're gonna keep your right leg forward, okay? You're gonna step the left leg back, not in alignment with your right leg, but wide. See, it's gonna be hip width. So one leg forward, the other one is hip width. Now, if you need more balance, you just go a little bit wider, that's fine. The reason we're keeping hip width is so we have this alignment, okay? So from this position, sideways, lift the abdominal, tailbone down. You're gonna try to keep your torso where it is. You're gonna bend the front leg a little bit. Watch that you don't let your torso go forward. Keep this back, ribs back, lift abdominal. The back knee is gonna go straight down. Oh, Rania, don't go forward this way. Look at my knee. Put your hand here. Don't let this knee move. The back knee only goes down. Don't let this knee move. Press into the front leg, come up. Bend the knee, knee over, middle of foot is fine. Don't let it move anymore. The back knee, so lean back a little bit more. Okay, you should feel even work on both legs. Also, are both hip bones leveled? Are you doing this? So only go as far down as this is level. Press into the front and back foot and come up. Rania, you're still doing this. You're doing this like fencing. Yeah? I don't want this knee to go forward. Okay, let's keep the front leg straight. Front leg straight. Okay, for those of you who gotta go, do 10. Bend the back leg and bring the back knee down. And the front knee is gonna bend just as much as it needs to, then straighten. Okay, now look at my body. Look where my head is. I'm going straight down. I haven't shifted. Straight down, press. And do 10. Watch your hips. You don't have to go very far. This is very difficult. Okay, push with the front leg. Lift these muscles up as you come up. 6, lift. Back knee, think of the back knee only. 7, 8, back knee, oops, I fell. 9, 10, stay here. I'm gonna kill you. Come down. Rania, sit back more. Push your pelvis back more. Good. Pulse with this butt. Squeeze 1, squeeze 2, squeeze 3, 4, 5, abs, 6, 7. The back leg is helping push. 8, 9, 10, come up. Woo! Shake your legs. Dina, squats are okay? I know I'm killing you guys today. All right. Shake it. Stretch if you need to stretch anything, even though that was a good stretch on the back leg. I know. Okay, let's switch legs. Both legs worked. So I'm gonna, for some of you who need a little bit of help, when the back leg comes down, please go ahead and lean forward if you need to. It takes work off the back leg, that's okay. This is a little bit harder and you need to be more open on your hip flexor. So if you're not and you're shooting forward to compensate, just lean forward a bit more. Do you see that? Like the hip hinge we did. And keep your weight on the front leg a little bit more, that's fine. All right, I should have given you that other option. Let's try here. So take the leg back, hip width, abs lifted, and think of the back knee coming down. So if that's not happening, hinge forward a little bit with the upper body from the hip joint and come down this way. Okay, watch that your hips are level, squeeze this butt, and go. 2, 3, 4, back knee, okay? So Rania, no. So push your butt back, Rania. Come forward. Sit on this front leg, better, and push. Good. 6, that's better. So put your weight on the front leg. 8. Look, the back heel has to be off the ground. You cannot do this with the heel on the ground. Doesn't work. So as you come up and down, that back heel has to be off the ground. 9, 10. I'll give you a break. We're gonna go down and pulse. Back heel off the ground, please. Come down. You can be up here, fine. You can lean forward, fine. Let's go. 10, 9, squeeze this butt. 8, 7, watch this. 6, lift the abdominals. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come up. Oh, shake your legs. Woo. All right, last plank and we stay down to stretch. So if you have the roller, we can do the knee pulls. It's more core. If you don't have the roller, you're gonna do knee ups, okay? Let's roll down. So chin to chest, roll down to the floor, hands come, walk it forward, bring your knees down. If you have a roller and you want to do this, the roller is gonna come under your shin, okay? Hands on the ground. Okay, Ivana, you have one, cool. Press. Now, you can start here with the knee bend, pull, and go back to this. Pull. So you're pulling with the core. You lift the abdominals to pull in. If you want to do more advanced, you start back here and you pull, so middle of shin, sorry. Pull, go back into a full plank. Don't collapse, okay? Don't collapse. So if you want to do half, just do from here. Try to do anywhere between 6 to 10 full planks. Whoops, always start middle of shin, I always forget. Pull back, and you're not losing height. If you keep touching your toes, then find a position that you can end with, and then pull, okay? And try to do 8 to 10. Don't drop the core. Don't drop that core. That's gonna be your last plank. Good, that looks amazing. Keep your abs up. Dana, don't drop the back, so don't straighten the legs all the way back. That's it. Don't straighten it all the way back because you're dropping your low back. Halas on. Yes. Good, Rania, that looks amazing. Excellent core control. When you're done, bring the arms into the roller and stretch forward. Really nice. So I'm going to do a little bit of these wrist curls for my hands. Good. And then you can stretch the chest, keep your butt up a little bit, hands wide on the roller, chest goes down. If it bothers your shoulders, don't. Just go to where it's comfortable. Open up the shoulders. So if you want your pinky on the ground, that's fine. That keeps your shoulders a bit wide. Roll back up. Nice. Okay, if you want to, roll the quads. You don't have to. So if you don't want to roll the quads, you can come up into a lunge and stretch quads here, or you can go into your elbow, put the roller under your thigh and roll here. Okay, release the thighs a little bit. So right above the knee, don't pass the knee joint, and just below the pubic bone. Keep your abdominals up. Don't let your back drop, yeah? So you're still working the arms and the abdominals. Then open up the legs, so toes out, heels in, and try to roll the inside of your thigh a little bit. Good. And then you can do toes in, heels out. Yeah, toes in, heel out. And then you can roll the outer thigh a little bit more. All right. You can stay there and roll as much as you want. Let's roll a little bit under your arm because of all the planks we did. So bend your knees, bring the roller to your rib cage, okay? And then, this is a little hard, you can come up a little bit more, right in line with the armpit, and you can roll right there. And you're gonna feel some of the muscles there. It might be a little bit too much, yeah? Bring your hand to the floor, see where the armpit is. You find some muscles there between the rib and the arm, and you can roll right there. It's a little bit painful. If it's too much, you don't need to do it. So you can roll up a little bit and find something here. Good, just a little bit. And then we can try the other side. Feel the difference. Yeah, it really opens up. You don't have to do this. You can just stretch your arm up overhead. That's all you want to do. Just stretch. This is not suitable for everybody, so be very careful. If you had any surgery in this area, don't do it. And then I keep rolling up to where my armpit is, and I roll right there. Yeah, right on the outside of the armpit. I can roll to the ceiling a little bit and find some stuff there. It feels completely different on this side. But you can feel a little bit of tightness there. And then we can do our favorite back roll. So the roller goes on the ribs, hands behind the head, clasp, support your head, lift your pelvis round. Now close your elbows so you can open up your shoulder blades and then roll in between the shoulder blades. And this feels nice, but you need to keep opening the shoulder blades wide to find that lovely area. Then lean to your right a little bit, pull the arm into the face more. Yeah, so open up more and then roll right inside that scapula or shoulder blade. So now I lean to one side and I'm opening that side and rolling. Bring your elbows together if you can. It's just to open up and then roll to the other side and do the other side just inside the shoulder blade. Nice. Back to center when you're ready. And then bring your butt down. You can do this with a ball if you don't have a roller, and we're gonna round. So support your head, Bring the roller to about the midline or the bottom of your scapula and just round over. Now, if you want less rounding, take the roller higher towards your shoulders. Support your head with your arms like a hammock. And if you want more rounding, you just bring the roller down. You decide where you want to open up. And breathe into your chest to open up the chest. Again, not suitable for everybody. If you want to, you can straighten the legs and just keep breathing to that chest. 3, 6 breaths. And allow the back to just relax over the roller. Less arch, take the roller higher towards the shoulder. And then with your hand, whenever you're ready, the hand is gonna lift your head for you. Once you're up, you can bring your arm, press into the roller to bring you up, okay? Now, if you guys wanna continue stretching, you can do quad stretch down here where you lay on your side. You can bend the bottom leg and then bring the knee down. Like we did standing, pull the leg back, right? So you're holding here. You're gonna grind that knee back, but you're gonna push your pelvis forward to get a stretch on your front of the thigh. So you can stay here 30 seconds. You can breathe 5 to 8 breaths. And then you can switch it to the other side when you're ready, okay? I'm just giving you fast because I have to go teach my other class. Pull the knee down, so don't leave it up here, yeah, down. Then you're holding the foot, you're tucking the pelvis forward as you pull the leg back, only as far as it's gonna go. Might be here, that's fine. If it bothers your knees, because it's quite tight, there's some side there, okay? And then last but not least, we have our pigeon stretch. So, of course, you have the option of doing the number 4 stretch to stretch the glutes. We did work quite a bit. Or you can do the pigeon stretch, so you can fold the front leg at whatever angle is comfortable for your knee. Okay, like this is fine as well. Then you adjust the pelvis in line or parallel to the ground, and then as you want, keep this foot flexed of the knee that's bent for your knee, and then just do your breaths here, 3, 5 breaths, whatever you want, and you're slowly gonna come down. Okay, keep breathing. Do 5 breaths for me. I'm gonna open the door. Coming. Come in. Good. I'm finishing my class. All right, ladies, switch. And then do 5 breaths on the other side. Okay. Nice work. I think you guys froze again, my computer.